Incidentally, while I was on that ship, I never was really seasick. You know, didn't ever have the upheavals, but I didn't feel real good either. And the food they had on that ship was very, very good. But my appetite was off a little. I didn't really enjoy that good food, even though I appreciated the fact that, hey, man, this is good chow. You don't get fed like this very often when you're in the Army. In fact, never. The other thing that really blew my mind was to be on deck and see the flying fish. You know, they're not very big, and they're fast. You're up there high above the water, you really got to look to see one of those little guys. But pretty soon when you got on to where to look and what to see, you'd see them and just, they didn't go a long way out of the water, but they definitely get up out of the water and do, I don't suppose, go maybe more than 10, 15 feet, but it was neat to see them. I'd heard of them all my life. Had no idea I'd ever see a flying fish. Got to Yokohama and put me and Captain Cannon, I think maybe he was just Lieutenant Cannon at the time, first lieutenant, and I was second lieutenant. Later he was Captain Cannon. We both were headed for the 187th Airborne. They put the two of us on a train, and they had good trains in Japan. You don't remember how many hours it took, but it didn't take a long time to get clear down to Beppu. And it was quite a surprise to get to Beppu, Kyushu. It is relatively speaking, a very mild, temperate area. You get on the northern island of Japan, it's cold. But boy, the Japan, with those string of islands, it stretches out there quite a ways. And when you're at Beppu, Japan, it's about like being in Los Angeles or in Georgia. A very mild climate. Lots of rice is grown there, lots of agriculture in the area. And the 187th was occupying a former military base, and the 187th Medical Company that both Captain Cannon and I were headed for were running a hospital. I don't even remember what my first duties were, but I do remember that the commanding officer of the medical company was Captain Garvin, and I think he was from Wichita, Kansas. Got to know him quite well because he noticed that maybe I was an ex-athlete, you know, small town type of athlete that Kansas are. And he wanted to know if I had ever played badminton. I said no, and he said, well, nobody will play with me. Will you? Yes, sir, I'll play with you. So we got to be friends, and he taught me the game of badminton. No, not really good at it, but we had a lot of fun together then, and I now continue to do it in the Senior Olympics, Senior Games here in Yuma, Arizona. The outfit had made their combat jump, been back at Beppu quite a while, and the boys that were in the first wave with the 187th when it first went over were rotating. And Captain Garvin wasn't there very long until he rotated, and Captain Miller, James Miller, the doctor, became our commanding officer, a black gentleman.